are working on practice sheet number 25 today, and we are starting with number 1, which says graph the inequality. So y'all are going to do this alone, but hopefully you remember we want, on an inequality, we want this variable on the left side, okay? I want that on the left side so I can tell which way that arrow is going to go whenever I go to graph it. Now, whenever I flip it, remember, guys, that means we flip the symbol, okay? Now, I'm going to look here. There's not a negative in front here. So that variable is going to stay in that direction, okay? That tells me the kind of dot I need and the direction that it's shading, okay? So your job is to solve that and use your number line, which should have 5 numbers on it, to solve number 2, okay? Number 3, we've been doing this for a few weeks, guys. You will see this one. I'm going to tell you. So right now, if you have not been paying attention to this, let's make sure we get this correct. A business buys video games for $60, and they mark them up. Why do they mark them up? To make a profit. So they want to mark them up to $87 to sell to customers. What is the percent markup? That means the percent of increase. Okay, so it's a percent problem, but we do not have a percent, so we cannot change the percent to a decimal and multiply. We can't do that. So we use our backup method. Is over of equals percent over 100. Remember, our of is our TWO, total whole original, okay? That is what of represents. So this says a business buys video games for $60. Guys, that's the of. This is the original price for the store, okay? Or for the business. They're going to mark it up this much. So guys, we have to find the percent of increase. We need right now to find the amount it increased. Well, we're selling it for 87, but we purchased it for 60. Okay? I'm doing this over and over, but I need you to remember. That will be your is. Okay? And I don't know the percent, so you will put an X right here. I have given you every blank to do is over of. Please, I hope you are listening, plug it in and cross multiply. Okay, number 4. What is a one-word definition of direct variation? We did this in our foldable. Okay, it should be in the top flap. Otherwise, you can look on the word wall. It is on the pink, one of the pink strips. Find where it says direct variation. There is a one-word definition. Starts with P. First letter is a P. Number 5, the circumference of a circle. Guys, we've done circumference. Please write the formula correctly. Look at the formula chart. Don't assume you know it right now. Before we take your map test, we will test whether you know it or not. But I do need to know this is radius or diameter. This is radius. Okay. Number 6, find the constant rate of change. Okay. Guys, remember constant rate of change is delta y over delta x. Change in y over change in x. So, your job, figure out this number and put it on top. Figure out this number and put it on bottom. That's your constant rate of change. That's it. Okay? Now, the next one says, what variable is constant rate of change? I'm not going to tell you this. Go look in the notes. We did it this past week. Okay? Go look at the notes. This is what the notes look like right here. Whichever letter is here. That's what it is. Okay? Number 7, find the area of the composite shape. Okay, guys, we have 2 shapes. We have a rectangle which is 24 and 7. This is what I would expect you to do on your own paper if this was a test. And we have a trapezoid. So I have my two bases. This will be B1 and B2. I will give you a hint. This is 24. The height is 4. Okay, I am not going to give you the formula, but I will tell you, look on your formula chart for area of a rectangle and a trapezoid. Okay? Number 8. Almost the same as last week, one little thing different. Jade took out a loan, a car loan for $7,500. This should be $7,500. I'm going to switch that. That's a comma. That charged 5% simple interest. She paid the loan off in full at the end of 4 years. How much will Jade owe in all? In all, that means we're adding. Okay? We're adding something. Okay? So, when it says simple interest, hopefully you remember. When it says simple interest, right there. I party. I equals PRT. I need you to know this by heart. It will be on your formula chart, but hopefully you remember, if nothing else, to check your formula chart. Okay? So remember, you're going to put those in, you multiply them, but last you add. You're going to add 7,500 plus whatever you get when you multiply. Number 9, you're going to solve this. Number 10, good problem. We see these triangles on the test all the time. We also use this in multiple grade levels. It says find the value of x. So in order to do this, we have to know that all the angles add to 180 degrees, just like supplementary angles. Okay, so I start with one, it doesn't matter, 6x, doesn't matter which one, plus 8x plus 2 plus 80. You're going to solve it, but I will just remind you, when I have 6x plus 8x, 6 plus 8, that's 14x. Plus 2 plus 80. This is such a good problem for you to solve, guys. This is good practice for you. If you do it correctly, you will not have a decimal.